Hello guys, and welcome to another profile tree video. So in today's video we're going to be going through a website builder called Hostinger. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hostinger is primarily known as a web hosting provider, but it does also offer a website builder tool. Now you can either create a website on WordPress using Hostinger, or you can also use Hostinger's website builder AI. Now this is part of its hosting packages. Now there of course are some reasons as to why Hostinger website builder tool can be a good choice. First one being is integration with hosting services. So if you've already used Hostinger for web hosting, using their website builder tool can be convenient. There's no need to deal with separate providers or complex integrations, which can prove to be helpful. As well as this, you do have a user-friendly interface. Hostinger's website builder features are user-friendly, drag and drop interface as well, and this means that you can create a website without any coding or technical skills. It's designed to be accessible for beginners. Another reason is templates and customization. Now Hostinger offers a variety of website templates across different categories. These templates serve as starting points for your website's design. You can customize these templates to match your brand, and you can also manage your preferences easily. Fourth reason is mobile responsiveness. So in today's mobile-centric world, it's crucial to have a website that looks and functions well on mobile devices. Hostinger's website builder ensures that your site is mobile responsive, meaning it adapts to various screen sizes. Another reason is the built-in SEO tools. Hostinger's website builder often includes basic SEO tools that help you optimize your website for search engines. This greatly improves your website's visibility and ranking on search engine results pages. Now, of course, SEO is an important tool to have. There's no point in building a website without having SEO. Sixth reason is the e-commerce capabilities. Now, if you plan to run an online store, some Hostinger plans with the website builder include e-commerce features. You can add product listings, set up payment gateways, and manage your online store easily. Now you do have other technical parts, which is the fast loading speeds. It is fairly known for its fast hosting services, and this speed often extends to websites created with their website builder. You have improved fast loading times, as well as having really good user experience and SEO along with it. And with the technical support, Hostinger typically provides customer support for its hosting and website builder services. So if you do encounter any issues or have any questions about building your site, you can reach out to the support team for assistance. And lastly, I would say the cost effectiveness of Hostinger. Hostinger's website builder tool is often included in their hosting packages at no extra cost, and this means that it can be an affordable option, especially for those on a budget. So you can easily see that Hostinger has a list of different features, and it may prove to be a good option for many users. It is, of course, essential to consider the specific requirements you need for your website. So if you need advanced features or highly customized websites, then you may find that you might have to go through the WordPress version, or if you're looking for something very, very simple and easy to build, then you can go for the AI website builder. So ultimately it does depend on the choice or the specifications of your website. So now that we have covered the features of Hostinger, I'll go ahead and hop on the Hostinger website builder and demonstrate how to build a site on this platform. So in order to have a website builder set up, you will have to pay for a hosting plan. So in order to do this, this is the first initial screen you'll get. Now you can go ahead and click on hosting. You'll have a couple of different options there: email, VPS hosting, cloud hosting, and web hosting. Now the only thing that you need to focus on is, if you are starting off, then go ahead and select web hosting. If you want to build more of the large scale projects or have several different projects to take on, then the best option would be cloud hosting. But for us, we'll go ahead and select the website hosting. So we'll go ahead and select that. Now it'll start off at around $10.99 per month, but since we do have the Cyber Week or Black Friday, it's currently coming up as £1.99. Now you'll get a couple of options here where you've got single, premium, business, or a cloud startup. Now that's it there for $10.99. Then you've got one for $12.99, $14.99, and $19.99. Now it all depends which one you need, as it will specify to your website's needs. Now for this one, it is just one website. However, premium does offer 100 websites. So I would say the best ones to go for, if you do want to create several different websites, is these two plans. The cloud startup, I would say, would be a little bit overkill if you are just starting off, but it wouldn't be such as a bad idea to go for the premium or the business. So they're only £2 away from each other. So once you've done that, go ahead and log in. So you can select the login button on the top. And of course, enter in your email and password, or log in via Google or Facebook. Once you've done that, you will make your way to this screen. So this is the account that we're using at the minute. And of course, we do have the premium web hosting. So we currently have 2 websites in there out of 100. So that means 98 more websites to add in if we want to. So to build a website, you'll see on the top here, you've got home, websites, hosting, emails, domains, VPS, billing. Focus on the websites only. And you'll see here on the right side, you can go ahead and create a website. So just click on that. So it'll ask you to select a hosting plan. Now again, it will ask you whether you can go for get a new hosting plan, or if you've already paid for one, like we have, we can go ahead and select the premium web hosting plan. So again, if you were to get a new hosting plan, you'll be greeted with the same options that we seen earlier on. So single web hosting, premium web hosting, business web hosting, and of course, cloud hosting. So cloud hosting, which was the cloud startup. Now these are all to do with web development anyway, so I would say cloud hosting is more towards those who would be entitled to create client websites, and web hosting is for those who would like to maybe create some client websites or do some internal work. But anyway, as I said, once you have picked out a hosting there, a hosting plan, you will then be directed to this screen. So this is the startup guide, or the startup screen. So we'll go ahead and click start now. We have 2 options here at the start: either create a website, or we can migrate a website. So migrating a website would typically involve you having a existing website on WordPress, and you just want to transfer it over to Hostinger and let it host it as a WordPress site. Or if you don't already have a website, then you can go and click on create a new website. So this is where you can create a website using WordPress or other content management systems. So I would prefer to select, of course, the other content management system, especially if you are just a beginner. WordPress, I would say, is more advanced, as you will need to be a little bit more skillful in knowing the whereabouts and how-tos on WordPress. Or as well as that, you can skip and just create an empty website. But we'll go and select create a new website. This is primarily where you want to be at, where Hostinger is asking you to select a platform. So again, 2 options. You've got AI Builder or WordPress, or if you don't want to either go for them, you can go ahead and skip. Now the advantages of using AI Builder is the fact that you do have a drag and drop builder. It doesn't require any code at all. Your website's AI generated. It can include e-commerce solution and has a dedicated live support team. If, however, you do choose to go for WordPress, you do get more customization options. You've got e-commerce plugins, which is available. You have several different tutorials, and as well as this, you have online support. But it will require some experience. So just for the purpose of this video, just to keep it a simple tutorial, I'm going to select the AI builder. So go ahead and select. Next, it'll ask you to name your website. So we currently have 2 domain names. So by the looks of things, we only have one. So it's webdesignpros.co.uk, or you can choose and select another domain name. We'll go for the Web Design Pros for now. We can also use an existing domain, so whether we purchased it previously on another platform and not hosting itself, so we could have purchased an existing domain name on Wix, on GoDaddy or Squarespace, Shopify, wherever you've purchased a domain, you can go ahead and add it through here. Or we can choose a domain name later. So for the meantime, it'll give us a generated domain name, which is called Yellow Go Shock, and then I've got a couple numbers, builderpreview.com. So we can go ahead and select that. So once you've done so, it'll go ahead and redirect you to the website builder itself. It will take just a couple of seconds there. So this is the screen that you want to see popping up, which is welcome to AI Website Builder. Let AI create you a website in minutes. So go ahead and start creating, or you can use some pre-made templates. We'll take a look at some of the pre-made templates for now and just explore. So it gives you multiple different options for categories like fashion, technology, e-commerce, community, popular templates, photography, entertainment, travel, restaurants, and so on, all the way down to blog. With the templates themselves, I would say that they're fairly modern for what they are. They offer quite a bit of functionality by the looks of things as well. They work nicely with the websites that we see now. And as well as that, you get 15 pages worth of some of these templates. Now, another thing to note is if you aren't too happy with the design on the templates, you can always feel free to go for an AI generated one or a blank site. What we'll do is we'll go for the AI generated one, so we'll go ahead and select start building. We'll just wait for this to load. So currently the page is empty. However, we do get a step-by-step guide on how to add a couple of items. So we can add a section in if we wanted to. So depending if we're going to create an e-commerce site or a blog site, we'll go for just a normal informational type site. So a couple of options here where we can add a footer in, we can have a header as well. So with this section, we can add a blank section as well. But what we want to focus on here is a hero section. So we'll probably go for, let's have a look at some of the slideshows that they have. So we can have a slideshow in at the start, as you can see. Then, of course, we can add more sections in, like a footer. And we have a couple of different options on the design of the footer. So we can add that to all pages. So that'll be for all pages. We can preview the site once we are done, but for the meantime, we need to work on the overall site. So what I like to do is, of course, have a footer and a header, but by the looks of things, we don't have a header. That's an easy fix if you just go to the left side and select your layers tool just under the elements. Then you'll see pages and navigation. Now we can currently see that what's hidden from the navigation is our header. So go ahead and select the settings and show. Then you'll get this screen. See that we currently have home. Now, of course, we can add several different pages as well. We don't just have to stick with the one. We can add a drop down, we can add links, so we aren't stuck for choices. So if we add a page, we can have a about us page, and we can see a pre-built template already. We'll go ahead and select that one. And then for add page, we can have a contact page. Again, anything will do. This will be great for us. And then we can have a services page as well. And on top of that, we can have like a projects page. And save. So you do have some social images that you can add into it. These are all primarily to do with when you are sharing it throughout the entire site. You've got a social image there. Now you can have each page password protected, so depending how you're building your site, especially if you're maybe creating a photography site and you want certain clients to see a page but no one else, then you can limit it to having a password. You can have that password on here, and then depending on who you give the URL to, then that means that they're able to access it. You'll get a design there, as you can see, like a guest area sort of place where you can include that password. So there's design and then there's text. But we don't need that, so we're happy enough. We'll go ahead and select save. So overall, what we have on our website at the minute is that we do have a home. We've got an about, contact, services, and projects. So we can go back here. We can actually hide that from navigation if we want to, now that we've got our pages in. So we've got about, contact, services, and projects. So if I am unhappy with the arrangement, I can go ahead and move it about. So maybe I want to have projects at the start, services next, about, and then contact us. So that looks a little bit better. Now, as well as this, we do have some AI tools. So we can have an AI logo maker here. And this AI logo maker can help us provide a logo for our brand. So brand name, we'll just say profile tree for now. Then brand description. So we'll just type something in here. So like so. So something like this. And we can go ahead and start creating. So there's a couple of icons there that we could choose for. So we can have an abstract icon. So the sort of style that we want, we can go for that one if we wanted to, which I will stick with. So straight away, it's generated a couple of different options for us. So we've got profile tree, this one, and that one. I actually quite prefer this one. So we can go ahead and now download this logo, like so. Click off that, and then we can go back to our page. Now with this area, I can go ahead and add a logo in. So image, I can drag and drop, like so. So you can see that we can even generate images for each section here. So we'll go ahead and try to add that particular logo for our website. Okay, so I was just doing it a little bit wrong there. So with the elements, you don't need to add an image since we already have an image here. You can see on the left. So that's automatically where the logo will go. If you just select the header, go ahead and select edit header. You can also edit the navigation if you want to. So that's through the layers. But anyway, we'll go ahead and edit the header. We'll go to the logo, and then we can replace that image. Now we can upload the files if we want to. So from what we took earlier on, we can download the files here. Okay, so by the looks of things, we do need to unzip that file. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we'll just see if this is better now. Upload files, logo files, and that should be it. There we go. So we've got the profile tree logo. Go ahead and select that. Now it's got a clear background on it, so it shouldn't affect us in any way with the white background that we have currently. So you can see that the icon is slightly small for our liking. However, we can go ahead and increase that width if we need to. We can go ahead and just lower that down a little bit. I would say 250 would be ideal. Now, in terms of this as well, we do have our spacing for the header. We can go ahead and increase that menu item spacing if we want to, just to make it look a little nicer. So I would say that's spread out a little bit better. So let's have a look here. So if we go ahead and add an editor, we can have the menu position here. We can have it on the far left, or just keep it on the right. Now, what's cool about Hostinger is it gives you the option to make a header sticky. Sticky meaning that it'll follow you through the entire site. So if we go ahead and preview the site now. So of course there's not much to scroll, but we do have our hero section, as you can see. And then of course we have our sticky header. Now we can go back to editor. And if I just demonstrate now, so if I click on, or if I turn that off from the toggle menu, go ahead and click on preview, you can see now that the header itself is not following us. So I would say that it's nice to keep it on, because you want to redirect your visitors as best as you can to any of the other pages. So moving on, so now that we've done our header, and of course we want to focus on our footer later on, now what we need to focus on is this section. Now, if you find that your section is maybe a little bit too small, you can go ahead and increase the section height just by dragging it down. You can see that it will become a little bit bigger, as you can see. Now, the unfortunate thing is we won't get any height measurement. We can't see the height measurement, but we can assume just by scrolling it up and down, we can get our desired look. So we already have the dotted sections for each one. However, if you want to create maybe a theme, so since we are a content marketing agency, digital marketing agency, and we provide videography, web development stuff, maybe I want to incorporate that with the slides that I have. So very simple, go ahead and select on the slideshow settings, or we can actually just add some images on here. So if we click on the slide, we have the option to delete these slides and then add some images. Now we can choose AI images if we want to, or we could choose some of the stuff that we have for documents. But unfortunately, we don't have any content, so we'll just go for some of the free images. So first we'll do one for website development. There you go. So I need to choose a picture that ties in well, something that is horizontal and not vertical. So I think I'll just go for this one, so I can add that to the page. Next image, I'll go for another free one. We'll go for photography. Now, of course, feel free to use your own content. It is better to use your own content. You're trying to keep it as original as you can. But of course, these free images are here to provide that area for you. So we'll just see if we can find one in terms of photography. Or if not photography, photographer. So let's see. So maybe this one will be perfect. And then we'll go for another one, content marketing. Okay, so we'll just go for this one. That's perfect. And then now I can close this over, and you can see that it has automatically changed the setting for the website. So what I was showing you earlier on was the edit section. So this is a couple of things that you can do for your site. So currently for controls we have the arrow and the buttons. You can also choose to have arrows, or you could just choose to have buttons. Now you'll see the buttons on the bottom there. I want to go for a different color. $33. See if we can get this up. 33 BC 77. Okay, there we go. And then we'll do the same for the buttons. 33 BC 77. Of course, add in your hex code, like so. Now we can autoplay the slideshows as well. So every 3 seconds. And it also gives you a sort of pinpoint on how it works. And then we could loop these slides as well. So it's on an ongoing show. So I'm happy enough with how it's currently looking. Maybe just bring it down a tad. Bring it down a nudge. So overall, that's how it's looking so far. Now I can go ahead and add some text in. See if we can add some text above. I think we're best to add a gallery. So what we'll do is we'll keep this section. However, we will add another section. But we need to have a hero section. We can't always create a blank section here and then maybe just add a gallery in. See how we can work with this. Generate an image here. So what I'll do is I'll create a hero section. Now unfortunately it looks like we are slightly limited as to what we can add. I did want to add some text and some font onto here, but we'll work with what we have. So we'll edit the section, we'll add a image instead. Add a free image. And then we'll just stick it with content marketing. Or we could just go for the coding one. Let's see. Like so. We'll go ahead and delete this for now. We'll adjust this a little bit as well. Should be able to add some text like so. And then we'll go ahead and change the color to white so we can see that a little bit better. So welcome to profile tree. Now, of course, this is just an example, so of course feel free to make the website a lot nicer than I'm doing. Profile tree. Okay, like so, and then of course I can increase the sizing on that, like that. Bring that back, and I've got these little boxes behind to help me direct to where I need to go. Then of course we can add like a little button, and that'll be like a link to another page throughout the site. So maybe a description as well. So the description will go here for this website. And then we'll change it down to 20. Change the color to white. So something like this. Of course we have that button. And of course you can just align that just to make it look a little bit nicer as well. Description will go here for this website. Just gonna write some content here, field. Okay. Now, as well as this, we do have an AI writer. So ask AI to write about content marketing. So generate some text. That'll generate some text for you, so it'll work the same as how it would. And then this is where you could just bring that out a little bit. We'll delete this part. Bring that away. Bring this down. Bring that over there. Bring the section up. Okay, like so. Probably might not need too much. Just have it like this. Bring it down. So something like that. You can have something like this. Now with the section background, you can have a little bit of opacity. If you think that the background is too light, you can go ahead and adjust it, like so. Now there are layouts as well. You can have anchor names as well for this. We'll just name this hero section. Hero section. Now if see with the layout, we're happy enough with that. Background is the same, that's good. Keep it a fixed background, or we can have it a moving background. Let's just see. So we'll go ahead and go back to editor. Edit section. Layout. Okay, so I'm happy enough with how that's currently looking. So we've got the hero section all sorted. We've got project, services, about, and contact. Now what we want to sort out is the rest of the site. So luckily we have these sections, these blank little sections that we can add in. So I can add areas like Instagram feed. Now it's always great to integrate some social media onto a website. That I would say is a great way for social media marketing. Now you can promote your website, you can promote your branding, whether you're creating an e-commerce site or a non-e-commerce site. There's a lot of things that you can do with social media marketing. But anyway, we'll go ahead and add a couple. There's a headline here. We'll just completely pack the website full. Can add a blog page onto here. Now blog pages are great as you are going to be pushing for SEO. Now it looks like these have their own little blog, so we can edit the blog editor out. So with the styling, the description, so we can just change the title of the name. First profile tree blog. This is the first profile tree blog. This website. Post URL, first profile tree blog. So that's what it'll come out as. So of course, it'll be HTTPS and then the name of your website. So for us, for example, it'll be profiletree.com and then / the blog name. Then of course we can add the post authors. Okay. Post date is today, and we can schedule this post for today. Just say 29. Okay, and then we'll just save that. So that's what it looks like. Then of course we can change the image out. Images, we'll go for a free image, blog, and then we'll just add that in. So of course this will be the topic name. Then the content that you'll have, we'll have AI do it. Create a random blog post. Now feel free to use a AI builder. So you can see that this writer, the AI has a daily usage limit. So this is why it's great to have a AI reader, or another name for it is to have basically someone creating content for you. So like ChatGPT, that would be one to create some content for you. So I'll just use this right now. Just got this up on another screen, and then I'll go ahead and copy and paste that content onto here. So again, we'll just go here. We'll create a proper blog actually. Okay, so we'll do that. When you are creating a blog for a website, you do have to make sure that the title is meaningful. So we'll go ahead and put a meaningful title on here. Like so. Then we'll hit save. And then I will just copy and paste what I have here onto here. So add text within the section. Bring this down to 15. Copy and paste. Then of course we're going to have to expand this out. Expand it out here. Now of course, edit this out to however you want to edit this out. Because of course we have the blog title, we've got a image. Now we don't have to have that generated image if we don't want to. Now you can see how this has been adjusted to. So we'll just have this as that. That at 15. So I'm happy enough. Now of course we'll just change that. But yes, of course, then we're going to have to adjust this height back up. That's the only thing that I would say is a little bit annoying, is the fact that you do have to manually adjust the height. So that is pretty much our first blog. So we got a blog here for this website. Now the reason why, as I said, you should have blogs is it does create a sort of linking to your web pages. It's something handy to have. So of course we'll just change that to heading 4. And that one to heading 4. So something like this. So of course when you are happy enough, then you can change the status to public, or you can keep it on draft. So public, we'll just keep it on public. We're happy enough, we've scheduled that post up now, and we can save it. But what we want to focus on is going back to the home page and adding a blog page on here. So we'll add a section, we'll add a blog, and then we'll just redirect this on here. So we've got our page there. You could see that we've got our post settings here. Then we can have a featured image, of course. So we'll just call it mind mapping. Okay, and then we'll just do that for now. Save that image. Go back onto the home page. And exit off this, and you can see that we have our first image. Now we'll add another section. Let's see what we can put on this time. So these could be check out our services, something like that. And of course you can have that, and then for each one will be a service. So image, then we'll do one for photography, then we could have one for content marketing. So again, replace that image, free images, content marketing, good thing. There we go, like so. Click on this, and then choose another one here, website development. So we'll just go ahead and free images, web dev, like so. And then click on this, then add to page. So something like that. Then of course you can add some text on top, like so. You can see how easy it is to use Hostinger. So we'll do this one. Probably increase the size a little bit more. So for this one, we can type in video production, and marketing. It's a little harder to see this one, so we'll just keep it at white. Or what we can do is we can change it for 33 BC, 77. Okay, and then what we can have is maybe something on top just to cover it. Now, this is the one thing I would say you are limited in, which is the amount of elements that is provided for you. So, see if we can try to make something for this. We'll bring this forward. Adjust it like so. Background, we'll edit this section so that the color is more of a grayer scale. Like so. Then with this one, we'll just move this down a little bit. Maybe increase the font. Change the thing for it. Let's see, maybe that looks a little bit better. Then we'll keep it as a white background. Then for this text, we will go ahead and center the alignment. So like so. So we could have something like that. Now if you take a look at it from mobile view, of course it will be a little bit different. That's when you can start hiding things. So we can make it visible to desktop but not on mobile. Do the same for this one. Like so. Then what we can do is we can go ahead, see if we can try to keep these together. Okay, so it looks like that is the best we can do for it. So we'll just copy and paste this. So I would say Hostinger is great for creating nice basic websites. But if you do want to get a little bit more technical, then I would say the best one to use would be the WordPress version. That way you can get a little bit more creative and you can actually start producing like really nice websites. But for what it is, you can produce some basic websites on this. So just say content marketing. And then for this one, we'll just say web development. So that will work for now. And let's just have a look at what we've wrote down for this. So it's Montserrat. We'll edit that text to be Montserrat as well. Same with this one. We will have this as Montserrat as well, but we will have this as a medium or bold. See if we can stick with regular. Yeah, regular should be fine. Of course, we can edit this button as well, so there's a couple of styles there. Can border it out a little bit. Can make a border width if we want to. Text size, font size. However, okay, like so. So it's coming along. You can create a nice one big section for this. So we can add a gallery to the site. But I think what we'd be best doing is creating a contact form. So again, edit this image. Free image, we'll go for web development this time. Just click on this. So, and then everything is pretty much generated for you. Now form settings, you can go ahead and modify it a little bit. You can modify your fields. So you can remove fields, you can edit them. So it just depends what you want to do with this one. So you can see how you can remove that field. So say I didn't want this field, the message one, I can remove it. Now if I wanted to add it back, I can create a short answer, paragraph, single choice, or multiple choice. If I go for multiple choice, I can go ahead and change the name of this. So message. Or I can choose service. So instead of that, I can choose service. Option 1 would be video production and marketing. Option 2, I can do that as content marketing. And then of course I can have another option for web development. So like so. And then of course I can add another option if I want to. Field is required. And then go back. So that's pretty much how you would do the area here. Again, we'll just change that for Montserrat. Change this one as well. It is key to keep the same text throughout the entire website. You don't want to change it about. Like so. And of course, we can maybe add like another section on here. Say for Instagram feed. Could do something like this. Edit text and Montserrat. Okay, maybe a little bit too much white spacing. I can go ahead and delete the section if I want to. Add another section in. We'll try that again. Maybe go for something a little bit better. See this one, try this. Okay, edit text. Here we go, and there. So once you are happy enough with how the site is, you can go ahead and preview it. So the animations are pre-built if you do select some of the sections. Now we can go ahead and view the mobile version as well. So that's how it looks for the mobile version. We can check the menu as well. That's functional as well. So the preview mode seems a little bit weird and off on this one. However, we can adjust it. So we can change this to become a little bit smaller. Or we can change this so it's just a tad bit smaller, but not too much. Adjust the button area, and then like so. And then bring this up. So that's what is great about these website builders, is that if you do want to make your website a little bit better like that, you could simply adjust things using the editor that they have. Everything is drag and drop. It's a drag and drop builder overall, so you don't need to be technical to know how to use it. You don't need to know any code, which makes it a great platform to work on. I would say Hostinger is much more simpler to use compared to the other website builders. So if I were maybe to compare this with Squarespace, I would prefer to use that platform. More for the fact that you do get a couple more options, but I would say Hostinger is great as well, since it is an easy platform to work on. You don't have the cluster of elements. It's pretty much straight to the point. This is how you would create your website. Just click drag and drop and you're able to create some nice content. But overall, that is as easy as it can get when you are creating a website through the website AI builder. Now, if you're wanting to build a WordPress site, that's a little bit different. So if we go ahead and just save this, and I'll go back to the home screen. So if you guys have some technical skills on working with WordPress, I would recommend to use Hostinger for WordPress, simply for the fact that you do get your free hosting on here. So the way you would do it is go again to websites, go ahead and create a website, select your premium hosting, and go ahead and start now. We'll go ahead and create a new website, and we can click on WordPress, and then we'll select it. Now, yes, we're happy enough with this. We'll just put that in. There we go. So it will give you a list of different plugins that you could use. It's showing us the sort of WordPress installations that we had on the previous one, which we had WooCommerce, we had all-in-one SEO, we've got contact forms, we've got Monster Insights, so we've got Google Analytics, and we've got a pop-up builder. So pop-up for opt-ins, email newsletters, and lead generation. So we'll close that, and I would say we'll just go ahead and install. So you got a couple of options here. So you can choose a domain, or you can use an existing domain. So if you choose to use an existing domain, this is where you would type it up. Now, you will get an option as well for free domains if you choose to go for a free domain. This was actually picked out as a free domain, this pt website build.xyz. So I'll choose that domain. I'll go ahead and continue with this one, and it'll just give you almost like a checklist, letting you know that your server location is Europe. You've got your domain name, you've got your installed content management system, admin email, and the preset. So we'll finish the setup. So that'll just take about a minute or two to fully load up. And everything is there. You've got an SSL as well, so free SSL certificate, which you don't need to rely on Cloudflare for. It's already got that pre-built into the platform, which is great. So I'll go ahead and skip ahead and wait for this to fully load. So once you're all set up, it'll ask you to edit your website, or you can go straight to the control panel. We'll go ahead and check out the admin panel. So logs you as usual, the same way you would use WP Local or whatever platform you would use as a hosting platform. So Hostinger just provides that job for you. The only difference, of course, is when you are doing a WordPress site is, again, you will have to pay for that fee. Unlike with WP Local, you can set one up for free and you can create a website through there. But again, just works the same way. You've got your themes that you can add in. You can use several different themes that's not from WordPress themselves. Works the same. You've got your dashboard there, and you've got your different plugins that are available. You can see that we have all-in-one SEO. We've got the insights, we've got WP Forms, we've got WooCommerce, so this can be an e-commerce platform if we want to. Everything, I would say, is just a little bit more uniform to have with Hostinger. You can see that it's saying the website is published. We can upload our own logo, edit post description, upload an image, edit site title, and add a new page. So if we do preview the website, it's going to be as basic as it can be as a WooCommerce site. So PT website build, hello world, and then we got cart, checkout, and let's see, we've got my account, we've got the shop. So of course this is where you would have to build up the overall website. Now you can click on customize and edit certain parts, but you will have to have a plugin to help you out. So we do have an active theme, which is Blocksy. Now we can change this if we wanted to. So 2022, that's another default theme. So 2024, 2023, we can search for themes, we can download themes, so whatever you would prefer. Overall, it works the same way as it would with a normal WordPress site. So guys, that pretty much reaches the end of the video. If you did find it helpful, let us know in the comment section below. We'd like to know what you think. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.